He hit me about the concert, gave me a date on it, you know, and gave my word, you know, I'll be there.
Right, it's supposed to be on Thursday, February 13th. Pretty big lineup. I'm assuming that you were doing it for free?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming everyone else was doing it for free also.
I'm pretty. But I'm pretty. I mean,
yeah.
You charge a nigga to come home from jail, you a slob.
Right.
Oh my gosh! You will not believe what's happening in this whole 50 Cent and Big Meech situation. It's getting messier by the second, and now, hold on to your seats. Lil Boosie has jumped into the fire. This drama is absolutely exploding right now. 50 and Boosie are going at it like you wouldn't believe. 50 is furious, calling Boosie out for straight-up betrayal, and now people are slapping that snitch label on Boosie. Yeah, the exact same way they've been calling Big Meech one. And listen, if there's one thing we all know about 50, it's that he does not play when he feels someone's crossed him. The man has receipts for days, and he's ready to burn his enemies to the ground. You already know 50's been relentless about this Big Meech situation, but now he's dragging Boosie into this mess. And why? Because Boosie thought it was a brilliant idea to cozy up with Big Meech after everything that went down. Like, seriously?
I couldn't go on them because they arguing. You know, I couldn't go on. You know, once I gave somebody my word, you know, he ain't got no seal paperwork. I mean, I just couldn't bag out on dude, you know?
But wait, it gets even more insane. Now Boosie's being called a snitch, just like Big Meech. And we all know the streets don't play around with that label. Not one bit. What's absolutely wild about this is that Boosie has been the main one calling out supposed snitches in the industry. He went after Charleston White, and get this, he scrapped an entire project with T.I. just because there were rumors T.I. might be an informant. Just like Rick Ross found out the hard way, Boosie has just made an enemy he is not prepared to handle. 50 is coming at him from literally every possible angle, and it's crystal clear he's not about to let this go. He's pushing this Big Meech is a snitch story hard, and now Boosie's caught in the crossfire. It's absolutely brutal.
Right, because the concert was still going to happen.
I saw the back and forth with them, you know, back and forth with them, you know, like before the concert, you know, like a couple days before the concert, I saw that.
Now, Boosie tried to clean this mess up by claiming he didn't get paid for that performance, saying he just gave his word to show up. But let's keep it real for a second. Whether he got a check or not, that's not the point here. The real issue is that 50 feels like Boosie switched sides, and if you've been paying any attention to 50 over the years, you know he takes loyalty extremely seriously. This isn't something he's going to just let slide, but this beef goes way deeper than just Boosie. 50's been on Big Meech's case ever since Meech got out early. Remember, Meech was supposed to serve 30 years, but somehow walked free after only 18. That raised serious eyebrows in the streets, and 50's been calling him out nonstop ever since. He is not backing down. Here's where it gets really messy though. A lot of this drama circles back to Tammy Cowens, Meech's former business partner. Word on the street is she flipped and started working with the feds after Meech went inside. And get this bombshell, Meech gave her the rights to his entire life story while he was locked up. But the allegations are even worse. People are saying Meech was feeding her information that she was taking straight to the feds, getting people hemmed up left and right. So when 50 linked up with Tammy to produce the BMF show, things got awkward real quick. Now there's talk of her exposing everything in a tell-all docu-series. 50's fully backing her on this, which is exactly why he's not letting Meech off the hook. This is where things hit a whole new level of crazy. According to a prison call from Dion Cuffy Gatlin, Big Meech allegedly used Tammy Cowens as a third-party informant to snitch on him and get his own sentence reduced. And this isn't just some wild rumor. Cuffy's friends have backed up every word of his claims.
So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
Apparently, Tammy signed up as a DEA informant, known in official paperwork as CS1, Confidential Source 1, and acted as the middleman so Meech could get his time cut. If this is true, we're talking about next-level betrayal here.
It's like if you rich and you got power, you can't be a snitch. Meech a snitch. Everybody know Meech a snitch, right? Cuffy say Meech a snitch, he a snitch. I'm from St. Louis, gang. I ain't going against my own. What Cuffy got to lie for?
As you all know, it's Big Meech and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential Source 1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation.
But it gets even worse, because while Meech was still behind bars, he was apparently still running things on the outside. Cuffy claimed that Meech set him up through Tammy. The deal supposedly went like this. Meech broke her the deal where Cuffy picked up $100,000 worth of snow from a source Meech recommended. And right after the deal went down, the feds swooped in. And this happened after Cuffy allegedly gave Meech a whole $1 million to pay ransom for JBO. If that's not cold-blooded, I honestly don't know what is.
And made Meech pay him back. And so Meech ain't had the money. And so that's when he gave Meech the $1 million to go do the shit. Because Meech had to pay to get J-Bo back. So Meech ain't had the money for the plug.
Tammy Cowens wasn't just playing informant for hire, she was making moves in the bedroom too. Word is she had a full-blown affair with Atlanta DEA agent Keith Cromer. And y'all, it wasn't just some little fling. Cromer reportedly helped arrange at least $212,000 in payments for Tammy. So while Meech was sitting behind bars, Tammy was out here collecting checks on the side. And 50 Cent? He's been putting all of this out there, holding nothing back. Of course, after all this drama, Big Meech had to say something. Those snitch allegations were getting way too serious and were completely destroying his reputation. So Big Meech finally spoke out, claiming he never snitched on anyone, never cooperated with the feds, and basically said the streets had it all wrong. But by the time he opened his mouth, the damage was already done.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me.
50 Cent wasn't buying any of it. Fifth came through straight up saying, "You set Cuff up, ninja." Now with Boosie jumping in to defend Meech, it's only making everything look worse. I mean, why would you defend someone known as a snitch unless you're snitching with him? The streets are already side-eyeing Boosie hard for this one, and his whole no snitching stance is looking really shaky right now. And you already know that people had plenty to say. Social media was absolutely on fire over this, and the streets are completely divided. One comment straight up called 50 out, saying, "Wasn't 50 running around with Snitchin'? He's never called him out. I wonder why." And listen, that's a fact. 50 was out here tight with Tekashi 6699, one of the most infamous snitches in the game, yet we never saw this same energy from Fifth. So what's really the difference here? Another person kept it just as real, saying, "Going to war for a dude who just got out of jail and his past is all he got right now? I don't get it at all." Big Meech's entire legacy is tied to his past, and with these snitching rumors flying around, his street cred is hanging by a thread. So why is Boosie risking his own reputation to stand by this dude? It's just not making any sense. But now I've got to ask y'all, is 50 Cent keeping it real, or is he just being petty like usual? Why is Boosie going so hard defending someone facing these allegations? And let's be honest, do y'all think Meech really snitched, or is this all just smoke? Sound off in the comments and let me know what you think, because I know y'all got opinions on this one. And while you're at it, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on anything straight from the hood. Also, check out the next video on your screen. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next.